From early childhood, I knew I wanted to be a physician. I grew up in a small town, and obviously the people you look up to in your small town are a physician. I had a little push by my parents too, so I always wanted to be a physician. So it was by intent. I think also when you receive a word like this, it's time to reflect a little bit. It's about gratitude too. You know, you don't come along and practice this many years and have a successful practice without a lot of help. And I mean help from your colleagues, friends, the patients who entrusted their care to me. That's probably one of the biggest honors you can have when a patient, particularly a patient with potentially serious illness, trusts their care to you. That's a meaningful event. And then also I had a wonderful team of cancer nurses that worked for me for many years. They did all the heavy lifting, and sometimes they kept me in check too. So it's about gratitude, my family. So you don't get this far and think you did it on your own. So it's a lot about just that. I think that's the big meaningful point to me. Well, it's been interesting to see how the things have changed. I love medical history, so I'm well aware of medical practice and medicine going back to the 1950s, really. Not that I lived here, but I knew quite a bit about it. Came to school here in the 60s. And what has changed a little bit, of course, what we've learned is the knowledge expansion is unbelievable. To me, at one time, to a degree, medical practice in Memphis was good, but sometimes it was a society practice. The poor pretty much neglected. I trained with John Gaston, so I know that. So I think we've tried to widen the net, take care of more people, change the diversity of the workforce, and also being much more aggressive in how we care for patients. You know, my professor who taught me, Gene Stolman, a legend at UT, that's what he brought to me and brought to Memphis. We learned to be more aggressive. We weren't just there, society doctors. We were there to work. Strong work ethic, and that spilled over in the community. And luckily, in my era, I've worked with so many fine physicians in Memphis. So many people I can say, matter of fact, I've known most of the recipients this year for decades and admired them. I've actually seen two of the doctors as patients, so I know that. So I think we broadened the workforce, diversified the workforce, and we broadened the net of people we've tried to take care of. I think that's a big change. Part of our professionalism, there has to be certain professional standards. There has to be an organization behind that to help support best practices. And I think the Medical Society acts toward that, It actually also, in two ways I view it, set a professional tone for physicians in the community. I think it gives us a certain leverage outside corporate medicine. That's why I'm pro-medical society, pro-state medical society, why I'm pro our component societies. During my career, I served on a few local committees and one national committee. So we're knowledgeable about healthcare. I was. I've been retired for a few years. From my perspective, I'm reluctant to give advice to younger physicians because I don't know what the future's going to hold. But I do think that if they'll professionalism, integrity, competence, stay with those things, they'll have a happier career.